welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Quantum Soul Revolution. This is an invitation to jump into a new reality, a reality where we are aligned with our higher purpose, where we are shining our gifts, our talents into the world. So welcome. And today I'm going to be talking about anxiety as a tool for awakening. I want to be sharing with you what I've been experiencing the last few months. The reason why I haven't been creating videos is because I needed some space to sit down with my anxiety, to go deep and to figure it out what it was going to teach me this time. So I had a lot of breakthroughs, and that's why I'm making this video. I want to share with you what I found out, so hopefully you can find this useful. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, comment about it. This really helps my channel, so thank you. And I want to make a couple of disclaimers. If you are experiencing any strong emotion, anxiety, depression, dullness, however this look for you, I really want to encourage you to look some support. Whether this is a mental health professional or a guide, this is so important. There is something that happens when we are witnessed by another human being in our pain that can help us and accelerate our own growth. The reason why we're experiencing these strong emotions is because there is something that is not in alignment, and is our higher self trying to support and to show us that there is something that we have to change. It's something that we need to let go. So that's why these emotions are coming up. So these are opportunities to awaken, to get to know ourselves deeper and better. And I know this sounds easier to say than done. I've been through it the last few months. It's been tough, but I made it through. Yay! And I feel like a new person. I went through a death and rebirth, especially with the last couple of few full moons in Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn ascendant, so I felt it really strongly, and I feel a new version of me, and I let go of so much weight that I was carrying that was not even mine. So yeah, that's so important. And second, in this channel, I'm making you an invitation to jump into a new reality. But I just want to make it clear to all of you that myself, I'm jumping into a new reality. I'm doing everything that it takes to align to my higher purpose. And it has required a lot of courage. I wouldn't say it's a easy path, but for me and for my soul purpose, this is it. This is what I'm called to do here on earth. So I just wanted to mention that. And these changes usually start with like all the internal. We do a lot of internal changes, and also our physical realities start to transform. And this is what I'm experiencing at the moment. My physical reality is being changing and transforming already for some months. And I needed to make some decisions of things that are no longer in alignment with what I'm trying to manifest in my life. And this is where the anxiety started to kick out. And I'm gonna be sharing some of my journey with anxiety. So it's a little bit crazy. I've been an anxious person my whole life, but I didn't realize until a few years ago that I was suffering anxiety. So just to give you some background, I grew up in Bogota, Colombia. Bogota is a big city. We're talking about around 10 million people. I grew up in an environment where it felt like very unsafe in terms of there was always this concern that we're gonna be robbed, and everything is so dangerous outside, and I grew up like thinking everything is so dangerous. And Also, I was experiencing some scarcity around as well. So money was always very restricted. There was concerns around my environment about money. So I grew up with this, and so growing up was this feeling of danger, of survival. Was my system was always activated, and growing up I have this like really strong drive to do, to achieve, to have more, to study more, to have more, and eventually I came into my 20s. I moved to New Zealand. I keep studying more, keep getting more jobs, and I was always in the future, constantly living in the future. I couldn't really enjoy the present moment because there was this drive, this activation inside of me was just part of my essence, like to live in this survival and this danger mode, you know. And so I thought that was normal. I thought that's how we're supposed to live. We are surviving and trying to scale up and be better, and I thought that was normal until I started experiencing some panic attacks, not being able to sleep. And the more I became more conscious of it, the more intensified during my spiritual awakening and by different healing modalities, the anxiety was coming to the surface, because that's how we heal it. That's how we heal it. We have to let it move through our body, feel it, give it a space. When you are experiencing this strong emotion, to fully feel it, to sit down with it, and to start to ask the deep questions. Why I'm feeling this? What is this here to teach me? Because we live in a society that has told us to repress these emotions, to not show them, to hold them and pretend that it's we are supposed to be happy all the time. But that's not really the case. We are here to experience the full range of being human, and part of these strong emotions are part of our awakening journey. So I really want to encourage you to feel it deeply. And the last few months, it's been so strong. I think it started since the eclipse happening in March this year. And I was going through feeling very anxious. So what I did is I went through a meditation, and I really wanted to figure it out, why I'm feeling so anxious, because I didn't have apparently a reason to feel this anxious. However, in the background, there was a lot of decisions that I needed to be made, and I was not taking any action in it. So that was part of it. And so I sit down in meditation, and after calming my mind, I really wanted to explore why I was feeling anxious at different levels. And in the shamanic path, this is called going to the lower world, the middle world, and the upper world. But I think in more the Western, this could be called our subconscious, our conscious, and I will call just the connection with the higher realms. So when I was doing this meditation and asking, I'm putting the intention, I want to know why I'm feeling this anxious. I received this image. I went to the lower world and I received this image of a man being eaten by the earth. And I wanted to understand what this image was, what this memory. I knew immediately this wasn't myself, because I didn't feel this. Usually when I receive a memory, I know immediately if it's a memory of a past life, but this one I knew it wasn't mine. And the message that I was receiving is, this is a collective trauma, and it's the collective trauma that we've been kicked out from the Garden of Eden. This has been programmed in us since we are children. So this memory was like this man feeling in danger by their own mother, by our own mother, not providing, not protecting us. And it's important to clean this memory, because the mother does provide. We live in abundance. Our mother takes care of us, our Mother Earth. And then I went to the conscious, and I saw my garden, and I saw different parts of myself, and the message was like, I'm already living in beauty and abundance. But sometimes it's really hard to see, because on those deeper levels we have this trauma, these memories that we are carrying. This was a collective memory of scarcity, the scarcity mindset that is being programmed in our society. And then I went to the higher realms, and that was the message. And the message was, it's important for me to keep doing my work, to shine my light, and I'm already living in this beauty and abundance. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to see, because there is a lot of in the shadow and in the darkness that needs to be clean and coming to the surface. So when we slow down, when we ask the questions, that can start to come up, and we can clean it up from our system. Also, through some shamanic work, some shamanic sessions, I have this memory. I was able to remember that when I was around 7 or 8 months in my mom's womb, I was feeling all this anxiety and this worry that my mom was experiencing. And this was impregnated in my cells, in all my being. I could felt it in every cell. This anxiety, this worry that my mom was experiencing. This was all in my subconscious. I had no idea. This was like blind spots. I didn't know I was carrying this. So I needed to clean this memory and release it, and to let go of this memory. So that was something else that I found through this inquiry of this anxiety. Other thing that I experienced that's crazy. I had a plant ceremony, a plant medicine ceremony, and I started to experience a lot of darkness, a lot of like heaviness. And suddenly I start to remember this memory of a trauma that occurred. And I knew this wasn't mine. This trauma wasn't mine. This was a memory from one of my parents. And this memory was stored in my DNA. And I was carrying this trauma inside myself. And it was being activated for what is happening in my physical reality, what I was mentioned before, all the changes that are going through. All this was what was activating my anxiety. And this particular memory inside my DNA was being activated, was this traumatic event that happened that wasn't mine. It was passed through my DNA. So our DNA, the so-called junk DNA, carries all the memories of who we have been in the past. Not only our past lives as humans or in other star nations, but also as plant, as animals. Also, our DNA carries the potential, our divine genome of who we can become when we activate these parts of our DNA. So that was some of my findings in this plant medicine ceremony. I realized we carry a lot of darkness, and darkness I refer like hidden memories, traumas, but we also carry this divine potential in our DNA. So after this experience, some of the main teachings for me was, I was repeating this on my journey quite a lot. No matter what, I choose love. No matter what, I choose love. No matter what, I choose love. There is a lot of trauma and suffering that is stored in our DNA. Not everyone, of course. Some of us that we've been, we are here to clean up a lot of these ancestral trauma. And yeah, it's time for us to heal. It's time for us to heal these parts of ourselves. So anxiety has told me to live in an abundance. We live in an abundant world. Abundance is my birthright. My mother provides. I'm a sovereign being. I have the power to reprogram my subconscious to feel safe, guided, and supported. I honor my anxiety because it has shown me what is out of alignment. Thanks for teaching me that when I'm fully surrendered and trust the universe, I know it's conspiring in my favor. And finally, I have a choice to create a new earth. And that's what I'm choosing to do right now. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, comment. I send you lots of love. And yeah, if you guys, I have some offerings. You can have a look at my website. I offer shamanic energy healing. I work with first flower essence of New Zealand. These are all beautiful tools to support you in your healing journey. So if you're interested to work with me, please send me an email. All my information is in my website. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys have an awesome day, week, month, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Mwah.